Sports coverage of the NFL takes and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Hudson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're going to jam that in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how long can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That let him get bolder with his pass rush.
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Hudson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So not only do they get the completion and the conversion there on 3rd down, but tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Yeah, they had the first down anyway, had that in their hip pocket, but now with that penalty yardage, that turns out to be a pretty big play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. Grant. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his own.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the...
And he coughed it up! Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the league.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Off play action. Hudson. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hudson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Hudson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many left. Well, he's certainly not a guy that drops off the
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to hold that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And here's Kamara on the read option. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. He'll keep it himself. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're still in the 48. That last play backwards a yard.
There's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Off the play fake. Hudson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. T.J. Hockenson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Grant. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
On first down, Grant. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Panthers had 8-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
It's so much about football.
2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Throwing on first down, Hudson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their... Puts it on the carpet, it's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Kamara up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a toss, Kamara left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw on 3rd down, Hudson. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Operating from the gun, Hudson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Panthers 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by driving the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin on the ground with Kamara to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hudson. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the bootleg, Hudson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, Grant. A quick throw, but incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Off play action. Hudson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith puts it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Off the play fake. Hudson. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Hudson. This is caught. It's Hardy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The position certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to take down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Back to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy as the first half is winding down. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing to start the drive. Grant. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
On the way. On the ball, on the ball. No, Reed. 18, 5 years.
A final shot before break. Grant. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 27 yards there, 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what?
The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Getting a sense of the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Hudson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel, an 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Grant. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.